Adults of Reddit, what is something every teenager should know about the real world? That you will have to find ways to motivate yourself. Enforce structure and a routine in your daily life. Or likely will have difficulty in all aspects of the real world. Also, sometimes you'll probably be bored. Life is not fair. Sometimes even when you do the right thing, you are still gonna get screwed over and there is nothing you can do about it. That just cause you're an adult doesn't mean you have things figured out. Groceries are f***ing expensive. But eating out all the time is even worse. Mental health or physical health issues can spring up at any time in your life and ignoring it doesn't make it better. In the real world you won't necessarily have parents around to get you help. Keep a regular doctor even if you don't think you need it. And address any mental health issues before they start to affect the rest of your life. Edit. At work. There are 3 things that are important to achieve success. 1. Being on time. 2. Producing quality work. 3. Being pleasant to work with. You only need 2 of those qualities to keep your job. If you're all 3 you're never gonna get fired. If you're only 1 you won't last very long. You're already in the real world. Being in school or living with your parents or working in retail or food service doesn't make your life any less real. Or difficult. Or valid. Take things seriously. Take ownership for yourself and for your actions. Set smaller, achievable goals and work to meet them. I think it's damaging to refer to some time in the future as the real world. Everyone is different. You're not avoiding the real world if you go back to school at 33 or get laid off and move in with your parents at 27 or haven't had children on your 40th birthday. Your world is real. Treat it that way. Be willing to compromise. If you're a my way or the highway kind of person, people will hate you. Be flexible. Have an open mind. That you're perpetually still figuring it out. It always feels like people 10 years older than you have all their shit together, but they don't. Whatever it is that you've achieved, you're still plotting and planning for some next stage. No matter how content you are in your life. Even at 60 you'll still be thinking, okay, what next? If you say you're going to do something, do it. Nothing will burn bridges faster than not standing by your commitments. And if you absolutely have to break a commitment, let the person know well in advance. Ideally as soon as you find out you can't do what you said you would do. There are participation trophies. And they're called titles. Like assistants to the regional manager. Of all the words in the English language, the word set has the most definitions. You would be surprised to learn how communication will solve a good amount of your so-called problems. So-called because most of the time they are simple misunderstandings that can be resolved with a clear and direct conversation. You went on a date and you don't know what they meant when they said X thing? Just ask. Is your friend angry at you or are they bothered by something? Just ask. You don't know how something works and need help? Just ask. The key is learning how to fall. When you're doing judo they teach you this. How to fall. How to position your body in such a way that you mitigate the damage from being thrown around. This way you barely ever get hurt. You expect to fall. So instead of preventing it, you learn how to properly do it so you can get back on your feet fast and easy. Same thing for adult life. You will screw up a lot. From small things like burning your dinner to big things like forgetting an important appointment for work. If you obsess about never failing, you will never learn how to fail. You will never learn how to fix mistakes. You will dwell on your own perceived incompetence which will have real implications on your worth to other people. A good coworker, friend, etc. is not so much a person that never makes mistakes, but a person that knows how to fix them. This is the key. Always prepare for the worst. Always have a backup plan. Always be prepared to fix your own mistakes. Learn how to fall. And your life will be a good one. Nobody cares about your problems. And everybody cares about results. It doesn't matter if going to work is the hardest thing in the world for you where you have to overcome some crippling depression. Or if it's so easy you barely register the fact you were there before your shift ends. They only care that you were at work. The sooner you stop justifying how hard something is and just f***ing do it regardless of how hard it is, the sooner you'll make progress in life. Basic finances. When I got my first real job I was extremely naive to basic finances. Things like credit scores, interest rates, mortgages, and insurance costs were never taught to me. Luckily my parents and so were able to help. But I feel most young people are not taught these valuable lessons until it's too late. Having a cool attitude and sneering doesn't make you better than the people you're judging. It just means you are incredibly self-conscious and care so much about other people's opinions that you'd rather do nothing and enjoy nothing than risk anything. Let it go and go find something you enjoy doing. People communicate and understand context in the real world. Hiding behind pedantics won't make people tolerate your annoying ass. All the bullshit. Drama over girls and guys. Friends being shitty. Getting invited to parties or not. It's all irrelevant crap and it doesn't count in life. It's such a tiny amount of time compared to the rest of your life. If someone is being shitty, just stay home. Okay, but at the same time, acting like office drama or neighborhood drama or family friends drama etc isn't a thing is also disingenuous. The drama doesn't go away. But you do learn not to care about it if you mature. But a lot of adults are just overgrown children who still love engaging in drama. Nobody will go out of their way to help you or encourage you to do things that will improve your life like teachers and parents do. It'll be up to you to make things happen for yourself. Life is something you have to participate in. It doesn't just happen to you. It's not as scary as it seems. It's even scarier. Once you are past the age of 25, time really does fly, so make the best of your teenage years as life will never be easy again. Talk to as many people as you can and try to go to as many places as you can because that experience will only help you later on. I always feel a little sad when people say my life will never be easy again. Growing up with an abusive parent, I can say my life is 80% easier now. I can breathe, sleep, eat. I'm not suppressing massive amounts of anger. I'm not holding back tears all the time. Planning my suicide. Life has felt lighter ever since I left my childhood home. Even when I was a struggling lonely student, I didn't have to walk on eggshells all the time anymore. Taking care of everything alone was worth it. But I feel sad because I didn't get the easiest part. Now I can just make sure my child will get it. Your brain literally hasn't developed yet. So chill, you actually don't know everything. And you have time to grow and change. You will find that those friends you made in high school are not lifelong friends and you will most likely all drift apart and lose contact. That parents aren't always going to be around to buy you stuff. You have to grow up. Work hard and get them yourselves. Don't be lazy. Period. If you have things you want to accomplish and you actually try to accomplish them, you will get somewhere. You may not accomplish everything, but being independent makes you realize how you cannot be lazy if you want to be an adult and have adult privileges. Qualifications and degrees only matter if you're going into a specific career like law, medicine, engineering, accountancy, etc. In most workplaces, working in offices and call centers, a degree is worth almost nothing. What matters is soft skills, past experience, who you know, and office politics. While this is true, can limit upward mobility. Larger companies' HR policies typically require a bachelor's of any kind for management and master's for executive. Of course, many of those companies will also help pay for school too. Actually a nice deal if you're single, 20-something and no kids. Do not ever underestimate how horrible other people can be. There will always be bullies, predators, and people that will treat you as badly as they can get away with. You only see the side of people that they show you or that you find out about. There are all sorts of people who seem great in public but are twisted in private. The world is very, very dangerous. Don't talk to the cops if they question you. And don't ever consent to any searches. Love is more important than anything else. What? Wrong thread? FCKU, I don't care. The American dream is a lie. Debt is your enemy. You should live to be happy and please yourself and live a life of joy. Don't get trapped in the bullshit of corporate lies of how life should be. They don't care and want your time and money. It is a trap.